Cardi B gives birth to a baby boy, her first child with NFL star Stefon Diggs, and the entire entertainment world is buzzing. This moment marks a massive turning point in Cardi's life, her career, and her ever-evolving public narrative. And today, we're diving deep into every detail, every emotional layer, and every piece of context that makes this story one of the biggest celebrity milestones of the year. From her journey as a mother of four, to her newfound relationship energy with Stefon, to the reactions from fans in the industry, to the way this birth perfectly aligns with her powerful new music era, this is a story of rebirth, resilience, and big league romance. Cardi's announcement hit social media like a lightning bolt. Without warning, without the typical celebrity buildup, Cardi dropped the news that she had officially welcomed her fourth child, a baby boy, and her very first with Stefon Diggs. Her reveal came in classic Cardi fashion: dramatic visuals, a bold new look, and a caption filled with vulnerability, empowerment, and raw honesty about what this baby represents for her. In her reveal, she talked about starting over, and anyone who has followed her personal journey over the last few years knows exactly what that means. Cardi has been shifting, healing, rebuilding, and recalibrating her entire world, and this birth is not an isolated moment. It's the culmination of a year filled with emotional clarity, career resurrection, and letting go of past chapters that no longer served her. This baby boy arrives at a symbolic intersection in her life. Cardi is currently gearing up for the release of her second studio album, Am I the Drama? A highly anticipated project that fans have been begging for since Invasion of Privacy. Not only that, but she's preparing for a massive tour set to begin in early 2026. This isn't just a comeback. This is a full-fledged era. New music, new visuals, new energy, and now a new child that represents a fresh start in more ways than one. Cardi herself said this new season is me versus me, and you can feel that in the way she moves, intentionally, confidently, and unapologetically. She's not running from the spotlight or rushing into it. She's owning it on her own terms, while balancing motherhood with megastar responsibilities. To understand why this baby's arrival is such a big moment, we need to revisit the past few years of Cardi's life. Cardi B, born Belcalis Marlanus Almanzar, began her motherhood journey with daughter culture in 2018, followed by Wave in 2021 and Blossom in 2024, all with her now estranged husband, Offset. Their relationship has been a roller coaster in the public eye. Breakups, reconciliations, misunderstandings, and constant speculation. But by late 2024, fans began noticing a shift. Cardi was pulling away, redefining her independence, and focusing more deeply on her kids, her music, and her personal peace. Enter Stefon Diggs. Cardi and Stefon's connection began circulating in late 2024, but it wasn't until mid-2025 that they went public. Stefon, known for his charisma, dedication to his career, and fatherhood to his daughter Nova, brought a fresh dynamic into Cardi's life. From quiet date nights to soft launch moments on social media, fans immediately noticed that Cardi seemed more grounded, more playful, and more open than she had been in a long time. When she officially confirmed her pregnancy in September 2025, revealing that Stefon was the father, it marked the first time in years that Cardi appeared truly excited to share something deeply personal. In interviews leading up to the birth, Cardi opened up in ways few expected. She talked about waiting to announce the pregnancy until she felt emotionally ready, wanting to prioritize her baby's health and her own mental clarity. She admitted that motherhood had matured her, teaching her patience, discipline, and a deep desire to raise children who would become smarter, sharper, and more empowered versions of herself. And when she spoke about Stefon, her tone shifted, softer, more vulnerable, almost surprised at how secure she felt. She described him as someone who made her feel safe and confident, emphasizing that safety isn't just physical, it's emotional security, someone who believes in you and pushes you to go after what you want without fear. So when Cardi finally delivered her baby boy, the public wasn't just celebrating a birth, they were celebrating Cardi stepping into a new chapter of her life with confidence and joy. As soon as the announcement dropped, social media exploded. Fans across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram flooded timelines with congratulations, edits, fan art, and messages of love. Many pointed out that seeing Cardi become a mother of four while simultaneously entering one of the biggest professional eras of her career was nothing short of iconic. Celebrity pages were instantly filled with headlines. Some talked about her growing empire, others focused on Stefon's new role as a father again, and many highlighted how this moment felt like the beginning of something major, not an ending. The reactions weren't just supportive, they were emotional. Fans reflected on her journey as a young woman who rose from the Bronx, fought her way through the music industry, built a family, navigated heartbreak, protected her kids fiercely, and kept showing resilience even when the world watched her every move. Some longtime supporters posted old clips from Love and Hip Hop comparing Cardi's early dreams of motherhood with the powerful, successful, and self-aware mother she is today. Others focused on her evolution as an artist, pointing out that motherhood hasn't slowed her down. If anything, it has fueled her ambition and sharpened her perspective. Then came the mom humor moment that only Cardi could deliver. After revealing she had a baby boy, she posted a baby pink stroller she had just bought, laughing at herself for choosing the opposite color of what people expect for a boy. It was a moment of levity that reminded everyone why fans love her. She keeps it real, she keeps it funny, and she never loses that authentic Cardi spark. But beyond the celebration and the jokes, there's a deeper layer here. Cardi's decision to share her journey in her own time, with her own voice, shows how much she has grown. In past pregnancies, she faced leaks, criticism, and rushed announcements. This time, she took control. She waited. She protected her peace, she chose when to speak, and when she did, she spoke from a place of power. For Stefon, this birth also marks a meaningful moment. Juggling a high-pressure NFL career while becoming a father again is no small feat, yet those close to the couple describe him as deeply supportive, present during Cardi's pregnancy, involved in family decisions, and excited about this new chapter. Fans have noticed how gentle and attentive he seems around her, praising the balance between his competitive sports persona and his softer, family-oriented side. As for what comes next, there is a lot to watch for. Cardi is about to enter heavy promo mode for her album and tour, and this baby arrival will likely shape the tone of her new era. Will she include more personal themes in her music? Will we see behind-the-scenes tour content that includes her newborn? Will Stefon appear in future visuals or public moments with Cardi? And how will she balance becoming a mother of four with preparing for one of the biggest albums of her career? If history tells us anything, it's that Cardi thrives under pressure. Every major life moment, from drama to pregnancy to personal challenges, has fueled some of her most iconic artistic eras. And with this baby boy marking a literal new beginning, fans are already predicting this could be her strongest, most emotionally rich musical chapter yet. We may also see joint projects, public appearances, or interviews featuring Cardi reflecting more deeply on her life with Stefon and her transition into this new phase of motherhood. And let's be honest, when Cardi speaks from the heart, people listen. Her honesty, transparency, and humor are unmatched. And that's the beauty of this moment. It's not just celebrity gossip. It's the evolution of a woman who has lived her life in front of millions, who has grown through every high and low, and now stands in a place of power, love, and stability. A woman stepping boldly into a new era while welcoming a child that symbolizes everything she's learned, everything she's overcome, and everything she's becoming. So as the world celebrates Cardi B and Stefon Diggs welcoming their baby boy, one thing is clear. This is more than a birth announcement. This is a cultural moment, a reset, a breakthrough, a declaration that Cardi is entering her next chapter stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than ever. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.